YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to take care of rust by eliminating it and neutralizing it so that way it won't actually come back ever again by using just a Scotch-Brite pad, vinegar, water, rust fix, and some primer. So let's go ahead and look at the car and see what we're going to be doing and what rust we're going to be getting rid of here. So this is the trunk lid of my 1970 Cutlass. As you can see, I've been doing a little bit of work on it lately. Got it primered around the car. You know, it's just spray can spray can primer, but at least it's looking better than what it was. This is what the part looks like without any work done to it. So at least the spray can primer is a little bit more pleasing than what it was. But we're gonna go ahead and take care of the trunk right now by eliminating the rust. So let's pop back over to the trunk. So this trunk lid has been sandblasted, I believe, by the previous owners. This is the way I acquired it, and I guess they were taking out all the little dents and dings and everything like that and just left it. So it's been rusting over the time, and simply I just need to get rid of this rust, neutralize it, and then prevent it from coming back until I'm ready to actually do a perfect paint job on this. So as you can see, lots of spots that we need to work through. The worst being over here on the right side with a lot of that surface rust. But yeah, what we're going to be doing is taking that vinegar and we're going to be mixing it 50-50 with some water. And then after we do that, we're going to take that within a spray bottle and we're going to spray each one of the spots there. Let it sit for about 5 minutes. And then once it sits for about 5 minutes, it should be good to spray a little bit more and start scrubbing it. So let's go ahead and mix up some vinegar water, 50-50, and get that Scotch-Brite pad out. So I have this old Lysol bottle that I'm going to be using. So I already filled it up halfway with, well, probably about 1/8 of the way up with some water. So now I'm just going to take my vinegar here, and I'm just using white distilled vinegar. It's got 5% acidity. So we're just going to take that and we're just going to open that up and pour it on in there. And like I said, it's about a 50-50 mix, so just get it pretty close there. There we go. It's about 1/4 now up the bottle. And we're going to throw that cap back on. And we'll start spraying those spots. Alright, so now that we have that back on, just going to take the bottle, shake it up a little bit, and just start spraying all the spots. I'm going to pop the trunk here in just a minute. That way I can get the lip here, because there's quite a bit of rust on the lip. Anywhere that's exposed, you see some rust, just go ahead and hit that. Now I'm just mostly worried about the trunk lid right this moment. So inside here, I'm going to have to hit that at some other point. But I'm just showing you on the trunk lid right now. Better do this in the shade too, so that way you don't have to worry about it evaporating so much. What's nice is that vinegar is a safe alternative to other harsh chemicals. You can probably Google what the properties are that really make this work against rust, but it's proven. So we're going to go ahead and let this sit for about 5 minutes. And we'll come back through with the Scotch-Brite pad after that. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes now, and a little bit dried so far, but we're going to go ahead and spray it down and get it wet again, and then we're going to start scrubbing along with our Scotch-Brite pad. Let's start with the hard places here first. I did try popping the hood off camera here real quick, and it was a little bit of a pain because you couldn't really, the hood wanted to spring up really far, so I'm just going to leave it down and try to get around the corner. It's nice to have a hose on hand right next to you too during this, so that way you can rinse off the car. You can really see how much it's already working. I mean, it's penetrating that rust, and like I said, it's going to actually eliminate it and neutralize it, because it's gonna have a chemical reaction, and yeah, it's gonna just take care of it. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and fast forward through me doing the whole entire trunk here, and show you what it looks like right before we're gonna. Alright, now I'm at a point where we can go ahead and rinse this off. I'm going to rinse off while scrubbing it so we can get off all the rust. So just take your water hose, or garden hose, and spray it off. You can see how almost all the rust and grime and dirt and contaminants are just rinsing right off there. We got a nice shiny metal. Just gonna go keep scrubbing along a little bit here. Just gotta get a little bit more where the metal's a little pitted, or around the edges. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and dry it off with a clean paper towel and see where we're at. There you go. I'm going to take a closer look here. So there was a lot of rust in here all the way around. It's now nice, clean, shiny metal. Same up here. Even along the trim line here. Still have a little bit right there. It might be a little bit deeper than what the vinegar can penetrate and eliminate with just a Scotch-Brite pad. A little bit more here, but as far as cleaning the rust off and actually neutralizing it, it does an awesome job. What we'll probably do is we'll probably hit this area up here with a little bit of sanding, light sanding, and then also all the way around here, you can see how the paint's just flaking off. We're going to hit all that with a little bit of sanding so we can smooth it out, make it a little more like this where it has a better transition. So what I'm going to go do is sand off all the spots here that I don't like and fix the transitions, and then we'll spray the spots, all the bare metal, with some rust fix and preventer. So I'm going to go ahead and sand that now. So what I have here is just a 320 grit sandpaper on a block, and I'm just going to go through and I'm going to go ahead and just hit this all with a nice fine coat. I got a little bit of, I don't even know what this is on the trunk lid, but I need to get that all off too, so that way maybe pretty smooth. I'm not going for perfect, so looking for pretty smooth here. So camera kind of cut out there a little bit, but we went ahead and finished sanding the whole entire trunk here. So we got a lot of nice transitions between the bare metal and the paint here. And it's all scuffed up, so just kind of drying things off a little bit. Make sure that things are nice and clean. So what we're going to do next is take the Dupli color rust fix, and we're going to change any type of rust or bare metal here to actually black primer. So if there was rust there, it will turn black. If it's just clean metal, it will stay clean metal. So we're just going to go ahead and mask off the window, and then once we're done up here, we'll take the paper and we'll put it down next to the bumper, so that way we don't get the bumper either. So I'm going to mask that off real quick. So actually we're going to start with the bottom here first. So what we're going to do is just going to have the trunk lid open a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and spray all the spots here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and let that cure for about an hour, and then we'll come back to it. And what we'll go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and primer it down to, we're going to use the black sandable primer, and we're just going to go ahead and paint it. Again, we're not looking for perfect, but we're looking to just get it nice and covered. So we'll take a look and see what it looks like here soon. So take a look and see what this primer's already done. So you can see all these black spots right here, and then this big one right here of where rust was, and it's going to be fully cured now. using the Dupli color rust fix. So this is going to be turned into black primer, and now we can go ahead and primer over all of this now that it's dry. So what we're going to do is take our primer, and we're just going to go ahead and hit all the spots, or hit the whole trunk, and get it nice and black. Again, you'll probably still see some of the color differences between the bare metal and the green, but we're just looking to cover it, not looking to be perfect. Okay, and that's also just because of the kind of primer I'm using. It's just a cheap primer, so we're gonna just go ahead and bust the primer out, and we'll spray it up. All right, so go ahead and make sure you shake that can up really good there, and we'll go ahead to start hitting the corners first, or the edges. Alright, we're going to hit it with another coat here. Alright, let's go ahead and spray a third coat here. There we go, there's the third coat. So we'll probably leave it to here and let it dry, but the main purpose of this, remember, is just to simply get it covered, to not have it bare metal so it doesn't rust anymore. This will provide the protection it needed at a very low cost and very low time. So, and also gets it all one color too. So if this is going to help you out at all, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. So I'll also have another video on my channel for what I'm going to do right after this. So make sure you stay tuned and check it out.